Hey guys, Alex aka Mega here, and we are in Blue Lagoon, Bali. Australians say Bali, Americans say Bali. And you know what? Before coming to Bali for the first time, I watched a lot of videos where people say, oh, be careful man, Bali, oh, there's so many dodgy things up there, there's so many criminals and there's so many scammers. They're gonna get you. They're going to skim your ATM card. They're going to rip you off. They're gonna get you for drugs at the airport. But you know what, guys? That's what gets the views on YouTube. If you're going to make a video about 10 great things to visit or to do in Bali, you only get a fraction of views. But we got the gummy hunter, hey bro. But if you make a video titled 10 horrible things about Bali or the sad truth about Bali, I can guarantee you that your view count is going to go through the roof. I saw channels out there with like, I don't know, 3,000 subscribers have a video titled Top 10 Scams in Bali, and that video has something like 700,000 views, and the dude has like 3,000 subscribers. So you can see why. But obviously when you do travel to Bali, you do have to be polite, you do have to be on your best behavior, so to speak. I mean, you can have a couple of drinks and sort of let yourself loose, but always be respectful of the culture, of the Balinese and Indonesian culture. We got Sydney, MG Tao, what's going on, brother? We've got Uncle Ouch, yo, Alex. What's happening, guys? Stay away from the soybeans, Sydney. Good to see you, man. So, yeah. Just, you know what, when you're in Bali, just enjoy yourself. Respect others like you want to be respected. I mean, respect is not something given away, but it's earned. But at the same time, treat other people like you want to be treated. You know what I mean? So, when you see locals here, you know, give them a smile, say hello. It doesn't take anything from you. Be respectful toward others. Oh, we got Awas Kamkwa. What's going on, my man? So, like I said, guys, Bali can be a paradise on earth if you go in with a good vibe, with friendly expectations and just not being fearful. To be honest, I have a lot of experience traveling around Thailand and other parts of Southeast Asia like Philippines and Malaysia, but it was my first time going to Bali. Yo, I got Godbotherer 1. What's going on, bro? And I literally thought, oh, you know what, Bali might be a little bit on the dangerous side, just because of all I've heard about this, you know, ATM skimming devices. I've heard about how the airport can be a dangerous place because the customs there will pick you up for anything. They'll say you got drugs, but that's not how it is, guys. All the news that you see, all the bad publicity you see, that's people usually bring it up on themselves. If you're looking for trouble in another country, you will find it. In fact, you can find trouble anywhere. You can find trouble in Australia, you can find trouble in the United States of America. So that's the key message here. Make sure you smash the like button, guys. Exactly, Sydney says like that for Chappelle. So Chappelle Corby got arrested for having 20 kilograms of marijuana back in, I think, 2005. She tried to sneak that into Bali through her boogie board. That's absolutely crazy. It's like, why the hell first of all, when you're traveling to Bali, do not bring in any drugs unless it's your prescription medication. And if it's stuff like codeine or Oxycontin or any other opiates for pain management, make sure you check with Indonesian embassy if you can actually take them in with a letter from your doctor and with the script, because those things are classified as narcotics, and you can get into trouble for bringing them here. So, and if I were you, I would look for ways to get off those pain medications in the first place, because they are not good for you. They will eventually kill you. That's why they are frowned upon in places like Bali and Indonesia. So, Paul McCartney brought marijuana into the airport in 1980. Yeah, well, Paul McCartney is a multi-millionaire. He's got a lot of money to get himself out. There was actually a tourist here. I believe he was a Dutch national, and he lived in Bali for like 3 or 4 years. And one of his friends ended up mailing him something like 200 grams of marijuana by mail, and he got pinged by police here in Bali. And apparently when they did the raid on his house, they also found 50 grams of dimethyltryptamine, which is DMT. It's the most powerful psychedelic you can ever have. They call it the businessman's trip, because it only lasts for about 5 minutes, but you go into another domain. And I'm not advocating for drug use, I'm just describing what happened in the actual article. And he also had apparently 0.5 kilogram of meth, which is one of the most disgusting substances one can touch. Don't do meth, guys. It's gross. I've never touched it. I never will. I've seen people do it, and it's not a pretty sight. It gets you hooked, and yeah, it rots your teeth and your brains as well. Anyway, so what happened to him was, he was actually a nephew of one of some supermarket chains back in Holland, and so his family is obviously very, very well off, most likely multi-millionaires. And that man he was some kind of a spiritual guru or whatever. He was teaching some spirituality lessons, whatever, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but he was into some yoga, blah blah blah, I don't know. Anyway, he ended up serving 10 months in prison for allegedly having 0.5 kilogram of meth and 50 grams of DMT, as well as 200 grams of marijuana. So there you go. I think they paid off the police and the court system, so that's what happens. Money always wins. Hey, we got conflictors. Thanks so much, brother, for $5 donation. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, this channel is monetized, guys, so if you want to throw a shackle, I will be forever humbled. I really appreciate it. So good morning, bro. I just want to buy you a drink. Cheers. Have a safe trip. Thank you so much, sir. Conflictors. I appreciate it. Yeah, and the other thing is about Bali, guys, it's really, really cheap. Like, we had dinner here yesterday and literally had about almost 5 different dishes, and I paid about 20 Australian dollars, which is around about almost 15 US, for 5 awesome dishes. It was delicious. Oh, hey, Sydney. Thanks, brother. $2 donation, chat. Thank you. The shekels are on the rise. So yeah, it's very, very cheap here, guys. Beer is about $1, $1.50 from, you can buy it from 7-Eleven or Alpha Mart, which is like another Quickie Mart type of setup here. So, God bother one, I'd rather a holiday in South Africa than Indonesia. Ooh, that's a dangerous one, man. You can get killed in South Africa, no joke. And he says marijuana is bad, okay? All I have to do is walk home from the Indian restaurants and some CUNT wants to fight me because I won't give him a cigarette. Doesn't matter how polite you are, people will always be scumbags to you. Well, yeah, I mean, look, you can find trouble anywhere. But, to be honest, I've been to Thailand 5 times already and I've never had a single problem. In fact, I had more people give me shit in Australia. I feel a lot more unsafe in Australia than I ever did in Southeast Asia. Because they want tourists to come to Southeast Asia, they want people to feel safe. And that's the fact of life, guys. But yeah, you can get killed anywhere. You can get killed anywhere, guys. So just, yeah, don't do crazy shit when you're on holidays, because guess what? You're not bulletproof. And just because if you had a few bottles of Bintang or Chang beer doesn't mean that you're going to be protected from death. That's the thing. I mean, I've been riding a scooter here, and this is another important thing. If you want to save money on taxis, you really gotta get yourself a scooter. Whether you're in Thailand or Indonesia or Malaysia, scooters are freaking awesome. But everything you know about the road rules, throw it out the window. Because when you ride a scooter in Thailand or Indonesia, Bali, Malaysia, people do not ride or drive cars the same way they do in Australia or United States of America or Europe. There's no literal road rules here. So you will have people coming in the incoming lane towards you. They will do it in a slow manner, obviously, to make sure that they don't smash into you. But you will have people coming at you in a 360-degree view. That's just how it is. But guess what? The whole system works. You just have to be on the ball. You have to keep your eyes on the road. Okay? Because if you're gonna drive a car in Bali, it's gonna take you an hour to drive 5 kilometers. I can guarantee you that. Because the roads there are so freaking narrow that you will just be stuck in traffic for the duration of your trip. This is why it's so great when you have a little scooter, like a Honda Click, that's what they call them in Thailand, or Honda Vero or something, I can't remember exactly what they call it here. It's just great, you jump on it, the fuel will cost you like $1 Australian a litre, and it lasts you for a whole freaking day. You know what I mean? It's really, really good. God, brother, will I be having one of those special massages in Bali? No, there's rental rooftops. No, I don't sleep around with women here. But it's all up to the individual person. Whatever you're looking for, you can definitely find it in Bali or Thailand or Malaysia. It's all up for the taking. So yeah, guys, if you want to get around, the best way to do it is with a scooter. Just be careful. Like I said, the road rules don't really apply like they do back in the West, because people, they drive carefully, but at the same time you will be driving and you'll see some cars going towards you in your lane. So you just have to make sure that you allow enough space. And probably the best safety rule I can recommend is don't speed. Don't go crazy. Always go slower. So if there's no speed limit, like for example, my scooter back in Ubud, we just came from, the actual dashboard and the speedometer was not working. So, and you don't even need it, because the maximum speed you'll probably go is maybe, I don't know, 50 k's an hour, because most of the traffic is very slow. So on average you'll be doing about maybe 30, maybe 35, 40 maximum k's an hour there, so which is plenty. I even brought my Australian mountain biking helmet so I can wear that. So yeah, just because I don't like touching other people's helmets, you know, all those sweaty ones that, yeah. I'm funny like that. Anyway, so that's how it is, guys, when it comes to riding. And obviously, if you're still worried about riding a scooter, you can always hire a taxi or, yeah, other forms of transport here. It's mainly taxis. You could probably even get someone to ride you on a scooter as well as a taxi. So yeah. So, they know the rules, they follow over there. It's just not the same. We do just need to get used to it. Exactly. Look, the way they drive here, it might seem crazy and insane to you if you're coming from the West, but guess what? The whole system just works. I have not seen any accidents here. Sometimes you see someone maybe stack their bike or whatever because it's their own fault, but I haven't seen anyone smash into each other. I haven't seen any car accidents, scooter accidents, things like that. So what mainly happens is when Westerners come here, they don't know the road rules, or the guidelines, I should say, and they just go too fast, or they think that because the other person tried to cut them off, then yeah. Oh, and the other thing is, guys, there's no road rage here. You know what I mean? Like back in Australia, when people drive around, if you cut someone off in Australia, you are screwed, because the other driver is going to be so angry. They're going to be beeping their horn, they're going to be screaming profanities at you. This does not ever happen. I'm sure it can happen, you know, on a very rare occasion, but in general, you will be hard pressed to find someone having a road rage in Southeast Asia on the road, which is another cool thing. So yeah, it's just a different culture, different way of living here, guys. So as you can see, the beautiful sunset. I am loving this place. We're only spending one night here in Blue Lagoon, and then we're off to the island of Lombok. So Bali is about 85% Hindu, whereas Lombok is pretty much, I don't know, 99%, don't quote me on that, Muslim. So it'll be interesting to see the different cultures. Looking forward to it for sure. So it'll be 3 nights in Lombok, and then we're coming back to Nusa Dua in Bali again. It should be great. So what's the street music scene look like? Street music scene, I guess they play the same stuff that we normally play back in the States or in Australia. Same kind of stuff. So what else? After you run over a corpse so many times, it's unrecognizable. I have lots of videos on my channel of overuse of road rules. People will do the speed limit in the Hammer Lane of the Sydney to Newcastle freeway. Alright, I'm just looking at the comments here, guys. Uncle Ouch, they drive by instinct. Exactly right. AP 530, you can rent the scooters. Yeah, the scooter here to rent is about $7.50 Australian. So it's literally about $5 US to rent the scooter here for a whole day. And obviously you pay for the petrol yourself. Very, very cheap, guys. Considering if you take a taxi for like an hour, you'll probably pay about 40 Australian dollars. So about 32 US. So you're better off getting a scooter here, guys. But obviously you will need to get a what do you call it, a taxi if you got a heavy luggage and things like that. So there you go. So Sydney, just a scooter. Exactly. Listen guys, excuse me for not uploading many videos recently. I just haven't had the working space at the different places I was staying. I'm renting Airbnbs. Oh, that's the other thing. You can rent a lot of different Airbnbs here. They start basically from $10 all the way to, I don't know, 100. So the places I've been staying at have been costing no more than, say, $25 to $30 Australian a night. So pretty cheap accommodation as well. So definitely recommend for a real bargain to come here. And I will be getting access to hopefully some good working space in the next few days. So we'll try and actually bang out some more videos. And just at the moment I just picked up my phone, literally just recording. No frills. John Sebring, interesting content. Thank you, sir. Alright guys, so Uncle Ouch, you know we have road rage, but you guys just are nuts when it comes to road rage. Yeah, I don't see the point of road rage. I mean, someone cuts you off, no big freaking deal. You might give them a bit, but like, seriously, I used to think that Asian drivers were the worst in the world when I was driving around Australia, because I nearly got T-boned by quite a few times by some Chinese guy or some Asian looking person. And then I went to China, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and Indonesia, and now I see why they drive like this, and I no longer have any resentment or anger towards Asian drivers, because I know how they drive. I mean, look, when you do go to Australia, if you're from Asia, you do have to follow Australian rules, because you can actually get killed, because in Australia they drive a lot faster than they do, for example, in Indonesia. So, but now I can see, oh wow guys, still look at the freaking waves picking up. Wow, that's how it is. Oh, Sydney, smash the like button like Charlie's Theron, smash the wall, yeah. Nice. That's the way it is, guys. I just made Sydney my mod. Oh God, this is so funny. Oh, we got Johnny Utah. What's going on? We got MG Tower Brotherhood. What's happening? Alright guys, I'm probably gonna wind this up because it's getting dark. I need to find my way back to the villa I'm staying at. Might do another video, something like this tomorrow. Keep yourself out of trouble, keep your nose clean. Make sure your underwear is washed. And I'm gonna go get some dinner and then maybe have a few drinks. Nothing too crazy because I gotta get up earlier tomorrow, go for a swim, and then we're gonna catch a ferry for like 2 to 3 hours to Lombok. God brother Ron Miggy will have a special massage when he finishes his stream. How was Kamkwa? Keep safe, brother. Enjoy yourself. Thank you, sir. Dodge the single moms naked in the dark. Oh, yeah. Conflictors and cheers, bro. Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, guys, for all the donations. I really appreciate it. I will do another definitely live stream tomorrow because I'm enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are too. So smash the like button. And yeah, I've got more tips about Bali coming up and just about Southeast Asia, because seriously, if you live in the United States of America or Australia or Europe and you've never been to Southeast Asia, it's a man paradise, guys. I would not tell you otherwise. Seriously, it's one of the most appealing places I've ever been to in my entire life. The Commie Hunter, enjoy, mate. You're a legend. All of you are. Yes, my brothers. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Much love to you all, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.